Namaste, I am in Orchha, going out to explore the old monuments here. I'm going to take you guys with me. We're going to learn about the history of them and I'm going to put it all in this video. So this is the walk up to the palace complex. Palace/fort complex. It's quite nice. Got a ton of like market stalls, places to grab drinks and stuff on the way up, which is really handy. This is the entrance of the doors here. If you haven't seen my video about Dalatbad Fort, these spikes were so that elephants couldn't break down the doors. Just bought our tickets, right? 750 rupees for foreigners or 50 for Indians. And any photography or videography is an extra 400. That's the most expensive price I've seen anywhere in India so far for one ticket. I mean, it gets you to all the monuments, but that is an insane difference. 50 rupees versus 750. There's this cute little temple on the way to the palace. It's got like these chalk drawings on the floor and it's got music playing from the temple. It's quite a nice little vibe around here actually. It's really quiet and just peaceful, and there's so much greenery as well. We haven't even got to the palace yet. I'm just enjoying walking around and taking in the nature and the calmness of this place. Lost Josh, I think he's wandered off back to the temple. Found him again. He was at the temple. I don't even know if we're walking the right way to get to the main bit, but like I said before, it is just nice walking around, not really having a direction anyway. Something blocking our path. I'm actually quite scared.
I'm a bit scared.
It keeps turning around to look at us. It's got massive horns as well. I don't know if any of these cows are actually aggressive or not. I don't know if it thinks that we're just following him.
I don't know. I would think that they're quite used to humans and stuff.
Yeah, I think so, but it's still scary. I would not like that running after me. I don't know if I could outrun it. I have to hop that fence. Right, we made it past the cow. There's also loads of these little ruins along the way as you're walking around here. It's quite nice to look at. Like I said before, we don't really know where we're going. There's not any signs to say which direction to walk in, unless we're being very stupid and we just didn't see the signs, but I can see the palace there. I don't know how to get to it though, but we've got all day, and it's so nice just walking around looking at all the different ruins around here. I don't feel like I'm in a rush to get to the main attraction because the rest of this place is really nice as well. Also, if you're watching this video for like a comprehensive history lesson on this place, I wouldn't, because I'm not an expert. I am just exploring and I'm learning as I go. I don't know how some of it is so well kept still. Like even the tiles on the floor are hardly broken. But then things like that are all weathered. It's really nice to walk through. There's also no information about like what this was. Got another nice little monument here. This little pink one. And we're actually getting further away from the palace. Got a nice bit of defacement on the monuments, as always. Just listen to how quiet it is in this area. There's just no one else around. It's crazy, it's so serene around here. Right, over there you've got this cute little lookout point that Josh has just been to. But I might try and steal the video from him because I'm not going over there. It sounds like there's a bee and a wasp's nest over there. And I am, bless you, I am terrified of bees and wasps, so I'm not risking my life to go in there, unfortunately. Not for this video. Right, we are heading back in the opposite direction now to try and get to the main bit of the monument. We've had a nice little walk around, but we came to the end and it kind of looked like it was heading into the woods or something, so think we'll head back because the palace must be in the opposite direction to what we started walking. So we're gonna go back and try and find it now. We are finally getting closer. We see the monuments. Oh, it's about time. So this is inside the Jahangir Mahal. 3 stories tall. It's amazing. Look at that architecture there. It was built in the 1600s. So many rooms to explore around here. So you can see it's like a maze. Oh my goodness. Look at that view. That's amazing. That's so beautiful. And you can hear the music coming from over there as well. You can see the Raja Mahal palace there. And then that white building, the Sri Ram Raja Mahal, which is where the music is coming from. It's like a temple, which we will be visiting later on, as well as all these other monuments. It's just insane views, especially with all like the birds flying around, the music, and it's so serene up here as well. It's so quiet. You can also see from up here the gardens that are really well kept. I just love it when they like take care of these places properly, even down to the details of the gardens. Like the grass is cut, the hedges are trimmed, it just all looks really beautiful and all brings it together. There's another little open space here where I think you can look down into the courtyard. So there's all these levels that you can walk across, being 3 stories tall. So you get a different perspective of the palace from each level, obviously. Up these steep stairs. Oh my goodness, these are very steep stairs. Ooh. They always build, I nearly fell down. They always build the stairs so steep. For why? Found them. Whoa. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Just look at that. All the birds flying around. You can just really appreciate the architecture at the top of this palace from up here. So if you were like living in here or hanging out here, I don't know how you would find your friends because there's so many little rooms and corridors, like alleyways around here. I would just never find someone ever again. Don't know where you would go. It's another viewpoint from up on the next floor. Crazy, I just could never get over this view. Also see some of the old artwork that used to be here still left. It's hard to imagine when I see places like this that they weren't always this brown and old looking, that they were probably really well decorated at one point. Like it, so I have to remind myself that obviously they didn't build it looking like this. It's just what it looks like after years of like wear and tear from the weather. See again on some of the top pieces where the blue kind of tiles stick out. Some of the artwork has stayed put over the years. Makes you wonder what this place used to look like back in the day it was built. Here's the courtyard from the ground floor. Right, now we're going into the Raja Mahal. This is it from the outside. Its construction started in 1531 and finished in 1539. This Raja Mahal was actually built before anything else, so this was the first monument to be built in Orchha. And this here in the courtyard, these are dancing platforms with ledges for musicians to sit on. It's part of entertainment in here. This place is famous for its fresco paintings. As you see on the ceiling here, really well preserved. And what they show is the Bandala rulers on their horses and elephants. meant to show the bravery of the warriors. So we walk through into the next room and you see more of these paintings. A bit less well preserved here, but you can still see a lot of the artwork. Looks like Brahma there, multiple faces. So apparently this used to be filled with water and would have a little bit of perfume added in there. And then there would be two servants on either side that would be fanning this room, and then the nice smell would waft into the king and queen's bedchambers and the dining hall. So this is the Zinana courtyard, which is actually the women's courtyard because this palace was built for the women. There's 136 rooms here. As I said before, you can pay for a guide to take you around this place, but there are also these audio guides around here. You see, that you just scan with your phone and you can listen to the audio guide online, which is so handy, especially like if you can't afford to get a guide, you can still listen to some information and understand it. Really cool concept. I feel like everywhere should have that. Some of the inside rooms here. It's quite dark. Here's some more of the famous fresco paintings, all made with natural colours from like vegetables and other natural substances. It's pretty amazing. We have no idea who painted these because there's no names, no signatures, so we'll never know who made these artwork. The artwork that you see usually depicts episodes from the Vedic texts and the Mahabharata, for example. This room, room number 8, is the king's living quarters. See, it's got so many paintings. So entering a new room now. This is next to the king's room. Apparently there are 6 rooms alongside the king and queens that were for female consorts of the king. Because obviously this palace was built for the female royals and consorts. But it's also beautifully decorated in here, so much artwork. Here's another room on the ground floor. There are a lot of rooms, so I don't know if we're going to go see all of them. This one's just dirty and gross. Someone called Naveen has been here. Never mind, apparently not all of them are as nicely decorated as the others. So it feels like it's never ending with all these archways. It's also very confusing because all the doorways look the same. Just can't tell where we're walking to. Why would you do? God, he freaked me out so much. We were looking in that room and there was bats and one came flying towards us, but Josh like grabbed me and I thought it was a bat. But this is another female attendance room. Amazing artwork again on the ceilings. This is probably the room with the best artwork I've seen so far. And it's all still so bright and vibrant. Like, not very much of it has faded away. He's gonna head upstairs now to the first floor. Nice big open space here. There's just so much to walk around and see over here. I never realised how big it would be because, like, I've never heard of Orchha. I've seen actually quite a few tourists around here, so I don't know if it's a very popular, well-known place that I just haven't heard of. But I could see why it would be so popular. You know, the architecture is amazing. So much to see as well, and just beautiful views around here, and a really nice, calm, quiet environment. I love it. So on the first floor, there's many more beautiful paintings. It's kind of in a different style to downstairs. as in the colour of the paints are different, and it's like more smaller detailed paintings. Really beautiful. Looks very antique, very old. There's some stories, but a lot of it is more like patterns instead of pictures. You're gonna want to make sure you carve out enough time to see everything. So you want to get up early and go out. We headed out about 10 a.m. this morning, so not super early. But it's 1 o'clock now, and we've done, well, almost done 2 monuments. I think these are the biggest ones, like the main ones. So I think these are the ones you will spend the most time in. But you're gonna want to make sure you have like at least an hour to discover these 2 main ones. Maybe more if you're gonna want to listen to the audio guides or get an actual guide to take you round and take pictures and stuff. Just it would be a shame to come here and have to rush it because it's so beautiful, there's so much to see. And going up to the next level. I think this is going to be the last level. I think it's just 2 floors, or 3 floors if you count the ground floor. Oh my god, steep stairs again. For people that don't have long legs, this is not easy. Whoa. Oh my god, you can see the top of the other palace as well. That's amazing. These amazing views up here, and also really great spot for photos. But I don't know how we get around. Aha! Little tiny corridors. Little tiny corridors. Oh my god, nice views this side as well. It's not as nice down there, but looking this way, so cute. See the river, Betwa River, and the bridge. Amazing. There's so many little places to walk around, like a little maze. Makes me wonder how they designed it. Like, who comes up with this design? With all these rooms, little corridors, little hallways. Very, very intricate. I wouldn't be able to come up with a design like this. I think I'd be like, square house, there you go, done. Some more paintings that we didn't see on the ground floor. I really love this style and these patterns. It looks like how my mum would decorate a house if she could. Mum, if you're watching, you know you would. Oh my god, one thing to note is that a lot of the walls in there have wasps' nests on, and I think some of them are old ones, but some of them are still active ones. And as someone who, I've already said I'm terrified of wasps and bees, this is very challenging walking around. Actually, there's some rooms that I've just gone in and been like, nope, going back out again, can't do it. Also bear that in mind. So we were walking back the way we came to visit the Raja Mahal on the way back, and walking again past all the monuments that we saw on the way up to the main palaces. So you can't hear anything, you can't hear anyone, you can't see anyone. Like, it's so quiet and peaceful. So I don't know if this is a really big tourist destination. It's the same as Khajuraho, where I saw loads of tourists, like compared to other places I've been, but it still wasn't busy and overloaded with tourists. But we've got here, but it appears to be closed. Yeah, it's a shame. It's meant to be palace and garden. It doesn't look like we can go in there. Bit annoying. Paid for the tickets, whatever. I think this must be part of it as well. They might be doing some like reconstruction on it or something, because it's all closed off. Real shame, but you know, it goes to show that not everything you want to do will go to plan. We'll just have to go to the next place, keep on moving. We are coming up to the Chaturbuj temple, the next monument on our list of things to do in Orchha. So many markets around here, so if you were here for just a little holiday and you wanted souvenirs, like, you'd very easily be able to find something. Loads of different things, toys, jewellery, It's a lot on offer. See, I don't need anything because I'm traveling for a while. I'm not getting any souvenirs because I can't carry them all with me. But if I was here for a holiday, like, I'd love to get something from these markets. Entering the top. I mean, the view from here isn't amazing. You can see the palace where we came from. Stuff in between isn't so aesthetic, but oh well. The outside. Cute little photo point in there. I don't know if you have to leave your shoes here because I do see people walking through with shoes on, but we're going to leave them here anyway. I feel like it's a bit more respectful in the temple. Whoa, so big on the inside. That's crazy. You know what's funny is that there's a ring of pigeon poo. It's literally just in a circle here. That must be where they all sit on the ledge up there in a circle. Got a lovely Ganesha here. Ganpati. There's loads of like inscriptions on the floor inside and outside. I don't know if that's in Sanskrit or if that's in like modern day Hindi. I don't even know if Sanskrit and modern day Hindi are the same thing, but someone let me know. I wonder what they are, what they mean. Like, that is basically it for the temple there. Not much to see. You can do that in just 5-10 minutes. So I'm gonna head off to the Lakshmi temple or Lakshmi palace now. Okay, we're walking to the Lakshmi temple. Now we are right by the Raja Mandir, but we're not going in there yet. Forgot to mention, in that temple, the statue of Lord Rama was meant to be placed in there, but couldn't be because the construction was halted by the invasion of the Mughal Empire. So Queen placed Lord Rama in her palace instead, which we will be seeing later, and I will finish that story later when we go there. So hold on for the end of that. We're walking up to the temple. This was built in 1622, but then some extra architecture and stuff was added to it later on in the 1700s. It's been here for a while. Ignore me being out of breath from walking up this hill. It's not even a steep hill, it's just hot. And I'm just very, very weak as a person. From up here you can see all over Orchha and the other monuments that we've been to over there, which look really far away from it, but it actually took us about 10 minutes to walk from there to where we are now. Also tells you what the different monuments are that you can see if you haven't been to them already and you don't recognize them. It tells you here. Gorgeous outside of the temple, very similar art style to the other monuments we've seen here. Some more beautiful artwork inside. Kind of different style to the other ones we've seen. It's less colourful. It's just got the two colours, like red and white. See, the paintings up here are very similar to the ones we saw in the bedrooms of the palace. Showing the warriors on the horses and elephants. Again, you are allowed to wear shoes in here. I've just taken mine off. I like being barefoot. But they have been saying to me, you can wear shoes. I just don't want to. So many stories being depicted in all the artwork, which is amazing to see as well. It's a bit less colourful in here than in the palaces that we went to. You can see the colours are mainly red, black, kind of a white or creamy colour. but it's still very beautiful and depicts the stories very well. I don't know if it was always this colour or if the colours have just faded over time. It's kind of familiar to the artwork that we saw in the first palace, where it's got the warriors on the horses and the elephants. It's really amazing that they've lasted this long, being from the 17th century. Whoa, here's the artwork in the middle of the temple. It's a bit more bright and colourful than the others, so I think they must have faded over time. But this stuff is still quite bright. So the next thing we're on the way to is the Royal Chhatris, which are a little bit further away, about a 20-minute walk. But it's quite nice that everything's within walking distance from each other. It's a bit more annoying when you have to get on the bike or get a tuk-tuk between each place. Obviously you can do that, you can get a tuk-tuk to take you, a rickshaw. You can do that, you can get a rickshaw to take you to all of these places, but sometimes it's really nice just to have a walk around and you get to see the markets and the streets, taking it at a leisurely pace, walking. It's good. So these are cenotaphs of the Bandela rulers of Orchha. And a cenotaph is like kind of something built in memorial to someone who is buried somewhere else. And there are 14 of them. And the first one on your left as you come in is the Chhatri of Maharaja Jaswant Singh. I'll go in there now. Such a similar style. The archways, like so much architecture. So much architecture in India has the same doorways. Oh, you can see a nice view of the river over there as well. That's cute, I need to go over there. Okay, there's not much inside, but it's still nice to go in and have a look around. We are going to be walking around them from the left side first, and then we'll go back round to the right, I think.
I'm not sure.
But there's so many parrots out today. I thought it was swallows flying around. I think there might be some swallows as well, but like a lot of them are parrots. You see those green ones all landing up the top there. That's amazing. Oh my god, over here as well. There's some bunny rabbits. That is so cute. How adorable are they? We have the second one along, the Chhatri of Maharaja Jaswant Singh. If you're new here, we all know by now I can't pronounce things, so I'm sorry, but I'm trying. Very, very similar in style. I'm assuming that they'll all be the same in style, really. Ooh. Lovely middle bit though. So you'll have this like square bit in the middle and a big round ceiling. I'm not going to pretend that I know the proper names for that. And that's the last one on the left-hand side here. It's a bit smaller than the other two. This is the Maharaja Jaswant Singh's Chhatri. There's not many hallways here, it's just the big square middle section. But it's quite tall, because it's only got one floor, so it seems a bit taller than the other one. There's only two on this side, but they are quite big ones. I'm gonna go and check them out. I think they all look similar, to be honest, but I'm gonna go inside them anyway. There's also a little seating area here. It'd be really nice to sit and just look at the architecture in the garden. You've got like a little pond there. It's a very nice, chilled out place. First big one is the Chhatri of Maharaja Indramani. Let's go in. archways. I don't know if this is going to be boring to watch back, like on your end, because all of these, they have the same interior, so I'm just showing you the same thing over and over again. But I just don't know if you're interested to see it if you haven't been here before. I can't spend too long inside these places though. There's so many wasps' nests just all over the walls and the ceilings. I'll show you what I mean. I'll put a little clip in. There are some that have been abandoned and there are some that are active, and they have so many like hornets in there. Super scary. So I don't want to be in these places for too long. I'm kind of like hitting my limit with how many more bugs I can deal with today. So our final one, I'm just going to speed run this one. So this is our final one now. Almost our final monument of the day, but we're going to wait until after sunset to go to the Raja Mandir. Plan is to go and try and catch the sunset first because it's in about 20 minutes. Go see that and then head to the Raja Mandir afterwards and hopefully catch it for the light show maybe as well. Alright, we actually made our way over to the river here. It's quite cute, there's like boats. It's a camel? There's one last Chatri here as well that I didn't realise was here. But I don't think you can go in because it looks like the gate's closed in there. So I'm just going to look at it quickly from the outside before we try and catch the sunset in like 10 minutes. And you get a really nice view of the Betwa River from here as well. So cute. This would be a great place to like spend an afternoon as a family or something, I think. Well, we're trying to be quick. It's a 10-minute walk. We obviously want to make it there before the sun actually sets. So, speed walking, not quite running, but speedy walking over there. Right, we made it onto the bridge. It's meant to be a good sunset point. I've heard it's meant to be the best one, but we will have to see. We're just going to take a seat now down here. You can see like kind of sunset over the monuments, so I get where it's a good spot, but it's kind of disappointing because I thought we'd be able to see the actual sun setting. It's nice, but as we were driving into Orchha when we arrived here, it was sunset time back then and we could see the whole sun going down, like just the orange ball in the sky. You could see it going all the way down and it was beautiful. So I was kind of hoping we'd be able to see that again. I guess we're in the wrong spot for that. Shame. But you can see like the sky changing colours and stuff. Right, it is quite pretty actually looking at it over here. Okay, that sunset was still quite beautiful even though we couldn't see the actual sun going down. But we're getting bitten quite a lot because we're right by the river. So we are making a quick exit from here. Probably go get some dinner quickly and then head to the last bit, the Raja Mandir, which opens at 8 o'clock. So we've got about an hour and a half to kill, grab some dinner and then go over there, and that'll be it for today. It's time, we are heading towards the temple now. I don't know if it's open yet actually, it's just before 8 o'clock and it doesn't open until 8, so we might have to wait outside for a minute first. This is what it looks like in the evening, all lit up. No money. No money, I don't have. Wow. Look at it all lit up for the evening. So I've just been approached by these boys who wanted to give me this and this. It's really sweet. Like I told them I don't have any money. I'm not being stingy, I actually don't have any money on me at the minute. But they said no money, just take it. So I don't know, I'm a little bit like apprehensive about things like this because I'm used to being scammed a lot. But we will see how it plays out.
I know.
You know
Beautiful.
dollar, sir, please change.
I have no money.
Yeah, we have no money.
You know dollar, please, ma'am.
We don't have any
Change,
money.
please.
No, no money on us at all. No, no dollar. We're from England.
England.
Yeah.
Please, ma'am, money change.
I have none.
Indian money, please come.
No money.
No dollar, no money.
No dollar, no rupee, no pound.
Nothing.
Okay.
We just came to the temple.
Why they give this? Yeah, Indian paisa.
Yeah, it's 10 rupees.
You rupees come, please here.
I have no money to
Yeah.
give you.
And no rupee, no dollar, no pound.
I'm sorry, Baizab. Good luck.
No pesa. Okay.
Good luck. Jai Shri Ram.
Yes.
Jai Shri Ram. Ready?
We're going in now and I can't film, so I'm just going to turn this off. Alright, so that was a really quick one actually. I can't show you inside because we're not supposed to film, but we just walked the wrong way. But we went in and did some puja and went and looked at the deities and everything, as you do in a temple. But it doesn't look like a regular temple. The reason it doesn't look like a regular temple, this is the end of the story I was telling you earlier, is that the Lord Rama statue that was meant to be put in the Chaturbuj temple wasn't able to be put in that temple because of the Mughal Empire invasion. So the Queen put it inside her palace. And it said that the statue of Rama didn't want to move from the palace, so it just remains there. And instead the palace has become a temple, which is why it looks like that and it doesn't look like a typical temple. I don't know if I'm explaining that very well, but that's the story behind it. And on a more positive note as well, I didn't get harassed for money for this and the puja flower, which was really nice. Again, I'm sure there's so many nice people that want to do nice things out here, but it's unfortunate we just get a lot of scams and a lot of people that say it's no money, but then they do want money. And like I said, I have none on me anyway, so I couldn't have given them any if I wanted to. So we're just gonna head home now. That was the end of my time in Orchha. I've loved it here. I only spent one day here, but I feel like that is enough to go and see everything that you need to see. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video and I hope that it gives you some inspiration for your own trip to Orchha. If you like this video, please go check out some of the other videos on my channel and subscribe. It really helps me out. Again, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!